It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. 2021 for me has been the year for my eyes opening to Helles Lager. So when I popped down to my local Morrisons and seen that one of my favourite breweries, Saltaire Brewery, have put a Helles Lager into Morrisons, I thought I have to put this on the channel. This has to be reviewed. It's a 5% ABV beer, 500ml bottle. Proper Bavarian lager written on the top, look. Brown glass, nice kind of traditional German bottle as well. Gold bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. The beer come in at around the £2 mark for the bottle. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. And I remember being the times when I used to go to the Camera Great British Beer Festival in London. And I think, if I remember rightly, I was at the Saltaire Brewery stand and I was speaking to the guys from Thornbridge Brewery. And this must have been about 7 years ago now. And I remember talking to the boys from Saltaire and Thornbridge, because everybody gets along in the brewing industry. When we all meet up at beer festivals, we all talk, we all drink, we all have a bit of fun. It's part and parcel of the reasons why we all do this, is the social side of it all. So anyway, we were very quickly just talking to Saltaire and Thornbridge. I just quickly get this story out of the way. And they were talking about a beer. It was called Tegersier Helles. And they were saying, you have to go and get that Tegersier Helles from the German bar. We were there at the Tegersier Brewery. Beautiful place. Wonderful landscape gardens in the brewery. Drinking this amazing Helles Lager. And this was 7 years ago. And back then I was kind of all like IPA, double IPA, stouts. I was kind of looking at these guys, not in a strange way, but wondering why they were brewing stuff like Jaipur but drinking Helles Lager. And this has been my year. 2021 has been the year that has awoken me to Helles Lager too. And I'm hoping that this is going to be a cracker. So, sorry for the long introduction to this video, but I had a story to tell as to why I think Saltaire have brought this beer out. Because they blooming love it. 3-finger whitehead, good levels of carbonation, light straw, golden coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. It smells good. Really, a really nice fruitiness to it. Zesty and hoppy. Smells very clean. A little bit of spiciness coming through. Smells great. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a beer. Oh, that is so drinkable. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's so incredibly crispy. I think it's my new favourite word in beer. Crispy. So what is a Helles Lager? First of all, let me get some of the tastes out of the way and we'll explain what a Helles Lager is for some of the new people tuned into this. So flavour wise, it's peppery and spicy, it's lemony. You got a really nice kind of light, very light kind of wafer like flavours coming through from the very light crisp malts that they've used in the beer. It's just, very much like a drink on a Sunday. I've told a lot of you this. I can just imagine, I'm standing here talking, but I'm thinking about my mate Chris, where, you know, we'll pick a nice sunny Sunday day and we'll meet up in his garden, or he'll come to my garden. We'll get the beers out and we'll just have a blooming natter about the world and what's going on, and, you know, gas prices and everything else. You know, chewing the curd or whatever they call it. I imagine we would smash a few of these back really quickly and really enjoy it. Oh. Right, so Hellas Lager. Let me get to Hellas Lager. There is the original kind of Dortmunder beers from Dortmund, which are sweet, malty kind of light lagers, and they're not very hoppy. And then you've got over the other side, you have Pilsner, which is very well, not very hoppy, but it's a much hoppier version than this kind of Dortmunder lager over here. Dortmunder export lager, which used to be the kind of big thing in the world. Everybody used to buy this like 300-400 years ago. Pilsners took over, but there was a massive segment down the middle, and that segment was kind of like, you had one side being a sweet lager and the other side being a really kind of bitter type of lager, this Pilsner. There was no middle ground. There was no like Hellas Lager. So the Hellas Lager is not as hoppy as a Pilsner, but it's not as sweet as a Dortmunder. It sits in the middle. So there's a slight sweetness coming through, and there's a lovely crisp bitterness coming through. And it's just made it just makes the beer style incredibly drinkable and incredibly Moorish. And I think, well, if lager's going to do it, it's going to be the Hellas. It's going to be the Hellas Lager. They haven't, oh, there we are, a clean, crisp lager in the classic German style. Bright golden colour, its full body is a perfect balance of delicate hops and malty sweetness with a satisfying dry finish. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 6 weeks cold conditioned, brewed and bottled in Yorkshire. Still love their Cascade. Saltaire. I don't even know if they make that beer anymore. I was drinking it 11 years ago. 11 years ago, Saltaire Cascade. That was what got the Saltaire Brewery on my radar down here in South Wales, was Saltaire's Cascade. What a beautiful beer. I'm ready to rate this. Pick it up in your local Morrisons. I don't think it's part of I nearly called it a meal deal then. I don't think it's part of their like 3 for £6 or 3 for £5 range. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's three bottles for £6. I think it just sits on its own. I bought it last week and I can't remember the price. It's about £2-ish, but I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.